We're back at Crop, and we're up in our, what is it? Stair top retreat. That's what we're calling it, the Stair Top Retreat, where we've been all day chatting up with really cool people, watching people spend a lot of money on a lot of merchandise. Haven't spent any of my own yet, which is probably good. It's good that we're over here and not over with all the cool t-shirts and stuff. But we're sitting with guys who really don't need any formal introduction because they speak for themselves. You can see them on camera. They're beautiful looking men. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the crew from the Forefathers.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
So why don't you?
Thank you, Alex.
Look at this. Everybody is excited to see you guys.
I don't know if they're excited. They're more heckling.
So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself down the line. We'll start here and go down the line so everyone knows your name.
I'm Matt Hay.
I'm Jonathan Jackson.
I'm Amir Ioni.
All right, so you guys are, like we said, the Forefathers. You did you do this circuit, you do this conference circuit, but you were specifically here doing a workshop. What was your workshop all about?
The workshop was about the power of presentation, basically getting control of your projects. I think a lot of designers don't have as much control over their projects as they would like or that they need to have. And just kind of going over 4 really, not really basic, but 4 things that they could easily apply to their work to leverage the control of their project.
And you guys are kind of known for being very bold in your design approach. The look that you guys put out there is very aesthetically, like, I don't want to say edgy. Edgy seems like it's a little too...
That's an Opie word.
Yeah. But it's you guys have a very specific aesthetic that you guys bring to something. You guys all 3 bring a specific look to what you guys do. What do you guys bring to the company individually that makes up the Forefathers?
We couldn't be more different from each other, and it kind of works out. It balances us out, you know. The one common ground is just our ability to just make each other laugh. Yeah. And I don't think if we didn't have that, we would I don't think this would have lasted as long.
I don't think it would have lasted this long, and I don't think we would have been putting out the same quality of work either, because every day is just a fun time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And we dubbed ourselves the Hate Fathers just because
and we were really scared that our Slack channel would be hacked and released to the public. We would never work again. I'll be flipping burgers at McDonald's tomorrow. It's rough.
Which, sometimes I do kind of fantasize about having a job like that sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
Just going back to the OG, working at a McDonald's, dipping fries.
Dude, pumping gas? Dude, I am down. I'm down.
And you're from one of the places that do they still pump gas in New Jersey?
So I grew up in Oregon, in Portland, and then moved right to New Jersey. Yeah. Only 2 states that have.
They're still rocking it.
They're still rocking it.
You're kicking
it's
it
so
old
weird.
school.
I was telling them earlier that you go into Pennsylvania and you forget that you don't pump your own
gas. You
gas.
just sit there for 35 minutes waiting for someone to come out.
Yelling at the guy like, what the fuck, man?
like, we're here.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can't wrap my brain around that.
We've never had that in Sweden, ever.
Yeah.
No one comes and pumps your car.
You've never had a silver spoon in your mouth.
No.
No, you don't live in the 1%. I hear how that works. I was in Ohio, and we were standing behind the counter at breakfast time at McDonald's ordering, and there just happened to be a little bit of an influx of people, and I heard the lady in the back who was bagging all the food say, "This is the most stressful job in the world," and I went, "Yeah."
Not really.
Maybe we'll just switch for a day.
There's a building on fire across the street. The guys are running into it.
Exactly. But she has the most stressful job in the world.
This dude's about to have a heart attack. Save his life.
Wait, you asked the question of what each of us bring to Forefathers, right? Yeah. I want to circle back to that, make sure we don't skip it. So we'll just define our roles really quick.
Yeah, so I'm the lead developer and I don't know, business
project manager, tax man.
Yeah, you're the money guy.
I'm the money guy. Yeah.
I'm lead web designer and content writer for Forefathers.
And I do branding, illustrations, a lot of the packaging. So yeah.
How did you guys get to? So you guys are both from the States. How did you? But you're not. You're from Sweden.
Yeah.
How did you guys even come together as a company and as a crew and as friends?
We met Amir through Dribble.
Dribble.
Yeah, Dribble was
2011.
What bridged our gap.
We started talking.
John and I, that was pre us being on Dribble. But
you just met through Twitter and
I was an admirer of his website. I thought it's badass, and I reached out to him. I was like, I'm an admirer of your stuff, and he actually knew the stuff that I did in the past, and he was like, I know who you are, and we just started hiring each other. So
that's awesome.
I wish we had some complicated story to it, but it really was just the most free-flowing.
That's like the true power. That's like when social media is actually functioning and working. You guys are coming together, and it becomes something that's lucrative and beneficial. And now
it used to work like that a lot, and that's how you tied all the contacts and friends and everything. Nowadays, it's something completely different.
It's a little bit different. All right, we're going to play a quick game with you guys. We gave you an overview of this before we started, but we have these tokens. We're the master of one.
Okay.
But for the next few minutes, you guys are going to become the master of one of these categories. All right, what'd you get?
All right. We know this. I got food.
All right, so you're going to be the master of food for the next couple minutes.
Okay.
Tell us something about food that we need to know.
Well, food... Where do I begin? Food keeps us alive.
True.
That used to be debatable. I think that's
fair. That's fair.
I think for a lot of years we went without it. We just kind of ate what was around. We certainly didn't put any peppers or spices on anything.
They know this already. You're gonna tell them something that they don't know about food.
I know.
Okay. Are you getting there? I'm sorry.
He's weaving a story.
All right.
He is the content writer.
I'm so
remember.
sorry. Go ahead.
This is content creation right now.
And for a lot of those years, an actual alien life form came down and taught us how to make food properly. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I didn't.
The alien form brought us hamburgers and pizza.
And tacos.
Oh. Yeah, he already knows this.
Yeah.
So the aliens were Italians?
One of them was
a hybrid.
One of them
Mexican, Italian.
One of them was he's still around actually. His name is Guy Fieri. I believe he's an Italian American. Italian heritage. I don't know. Juggalo Italian. That's what I'm going with.
Juggalo Italian.
Juggalo Italian.
Trash can nachos.
All right, I love it.
And when he came to Earth, he blessed us with the calzone. He blessed us with the chicken cheddar poppers, the jalapeno poppers.
And the trash can nachos.
And
the fried pickles.
Yes. And that's where Flavortown came from.
Yes,
that's
Flavortown. You can't forget about Flavortown.
Pretty much everything came from, was from Guy.
And flame shirts.
He saved the human race in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know that.
It's true.
Did it.
All right, so that's...
Oh, we're doing one more?
Yeah, well, you're each going to do something.
Yeah. You're each a master.
Oh, no. Can I take another one?
Nope.
Okay.
What you got?
Art and design.
Oh, man, come on. This is like...
Right?
It's T-ball. We're just like... This is easy.
Something you don't know about art and design. But it's going to be hard to top Jonathan's story. But should I do something that's not ironic then? Or, okay. I'll have to think about this. No, I got nothing that you don't know.
Okay, so wait. So let me ask a question then, a leading question. As the master of art and design, what you guys do? There's a look that you guys have seemingly perfected. It's got like this etched look to it. It looks like a old school kind of. Etch is I think the best word that I could use for it. The work that you did with like bird and bottle, the stuff that the cross hatching stuff. How do you create that technique inside of Illustrator?
How I create it? With the trackpad.
Nice.
Just line by line?
Yeah. Or the mouse, but trackpad and mouse. Just line by line, pretty much.
So how do you... Okay. So overall, because that, like Andrew said, that's kind of a design style for you guys. It's a common theme, but it's not overdone for you guys. So how do you balance that so it feels... How do you balance the feeling that your design has without making everything look the same? Because your stuff doesn't look the same, project to project.
Try to make everything look a little bit different so you don't fall into that category of the one-trick pony that just keeps doing something that might look great or good, but it looks the same as the last one. It's just a different motif.
Right.
So maybe just switch up the style a little bit. And and just doing a lot of different scalings, stuff like that, and different inspiration too.
Yeah.
Do you guys often try design trends as you see them kind of on the cusp of kind of coming into the mainstream, or do you stay away from that and just stay with what you know is tried and true?
I would say that we stay away from it
as much as possible.
And it's not to say that at least in my early days of my career that I went down rabbit holes of grunge and texture, and stuff like that. But when you see it, when you see the trend and you see it getting kind of recycled and regurgitated, not to say that it doesn't look awesome. Trends happen for a reason because they can look really great.
Right.
But we try to make sure that whatever we make doesn't look dated.
Yeah.
So and a trend can do that really quickly.
Yeah.
And also we try to stay away from, like, when we do mood boards with clients, we have, like, I don't know if did you go to our workshop?
Yeah, we were at your workshop. Yeah.
So that was like our older mood boards. We have they're a bit more expanded now, and we try to completely stay away from stuff that's
any
recent.
kind of logo trend stuff.
Yeah,
we were for a little while, like pulling in logos from other things, other designers that we admire, because we felt that style was necessary, or like really kind of showcased what the direction we were going.
Right.
And then after a while, we're like, no, let's not do this at all.
Yeah.
Let's pull in just like random things that we really feel like
stuff that is a part of, and you guys said this yesterday, is a part of the world you're trying to create, not something that depicts the world you're trying to create. Yeah.
And then just take from a huge library of, we have a giant library of like inspiration that doesn't come from Behance or Dribble or other designers' portfolios.
Yeah.
It's just old mostly.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
awesome.
I said the S word.
No, that's fine.
That's how we try to do it. Just stay away from using the current stuff.
Okay.
In our visual direction.
I love it. All right, we're gonna round this out here.
All right.
You're gonna be the master of
calculated randomness.
Yeah, you win the prize. It's both the best thing and the worst thing, because you can talk about literally anything you want.
Why is there a fedora on the card?
It's the magical fedora.
Lady?
It's a magical fedora.
What's more random than a fedora, though?
And it is magical.
Like, you see somebody out wearing a fedora and you're just kind of like, oh, it's a fedora. Like, you don't see them a lot, right?
No, that's a good thing.
Right.
Yeah,
they're mostly worn by douchebags.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Or the kids that their parents pay for their bar mitzvah videos, and they make those crazy, like I am Zach and I am turning 13 and my dad's paying for this and it's $1 million. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or a specific drooling
It's my favorite
Jewish
little
comedian.
Uzi's track.
Yeah. So calculated randomness. All right. So I don't know.
When they're that wide, it's harder.
Yeah.
You got the best
Food.
one.
Well, that's the
like
thing,
the
right?
sign something you don't know. It's hard.
That's so it's a curse and it's a blessing, because you can talk about whatever, but it's so open. It's
You want me to take
debilitating.
No, I want him to lead me, and then I'll go down this rabbit hole.
What is something recently that you've seen or heard or whatever that you're like, oh, that's cool? It's literally anything you want. Like,
what is cool?
Like
it doesn't go. It doesn't go unnoticed by me that the most random and most open has gone to the person who's the most calculated of all three of you. This is
drawing a blank.
You son of a.
I saw something cool in 1988 once.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Calculated random. Like, tell them something about taxes they don't know. You're the tax man.
Well, we're in tax season, right? I mean, so like, what is it? What do you have to focus on when you're doing stuff for the business? I know you gave a little bit of a background yesterday into maybe the dark times, but like, what do you think that you're looking out for maybe throughout the year for people who own their own businesses, things to be on the lookout for from a tax perspective?
From a tax perspective, honestly, have fucking kids, because this is the second time I've cursed. Darn it. Because Trump just dropping money on people that have kids, big time. I like next year I have 2 kids, I get $4,000 back just for having 2 kids. So I guess his idea of making the world great again is just have more babies floating around.
Because the overpopulation is not a problem. Just keep bringing them in.
Just keep it going.
Keep it going, dude.
I think a lot of people. I think that this is going to be the next year is going to be a total baby boom because he's just dropping money on kids.
You've got a year to make this thing happen.
$2,000 a piece. If you get, you know.
I actually didn't know that until he told me, and I didn't do any more homework on it, so I just believed him. So I guess that's true.
100%.
Well, I would trust that he's the master.
That he just trusts me. You know, that kind of goes back to like when we first started. He's like, I'm not doing this tax.
I know
He's
exactly.
Like, you trust me. And then we go into our workshop. He's like, well. We at 1 year we owe $20,000 to the government. It's like I just trust you.
He looks over. The other thing though is maybe you only owe $10,000 for taxes, and the other $10,000 just went to him because you just trusted him. So that's all that really.
Yeah. Did you notice that I had that Benz that I was rolling in?
He started rolling way fatter after that.
Why he was on a yacht in the French Riviera.
Yeah, with the fedora.
With a magical
surrounded
fedora.
by our ladies.
You know how this is going to play out, though, when people listen to this? I heard Forefathers on that podcast, the Trump supporters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I almost went down that because he started talking about randomness, and I instantly thought of Eddie Bravo.
Let's go ahead and get rid of that notion.
What would Eddie Bravo do in this?
Oh, my gosh.
That's like, flat Earth.
Flat
Let's
Earth?
go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, I curse again. I'm just going to stop talking.
You're going to clickbait the whole podcast.
That's amazing. That's what we're going to title the episode.
Trump baby.
I could talk flat Earth all day long.
Forefathers for Trump is just going to, we're going to do the graphic for it.
No, please do that. Yes. Sponsored by InfoWars.
I was gonna say though, Sweden is completely in support of that. By the way, I just want to say he doesn't have to live over here to deal with
those
it.
brain pills. Yeah. Give me the testosterone, Alex. Come on.
So tell everybody where they can find you guys, where they can follow you, they can support what you're doing.
Amir at InfoWars.com. No. Well, completely kidding.
Yeah. No, we're on AlexJones.com. No, we're on ForefathersGroup.com and on
at Forefathers Group on Instagram.
Dribble.
Yeah.
You know Twitter as much.
You're everywhere.
Just Google Forefathers Group. You'll get anything you need.
You'll find us. Yeah.
Look at just Google search marionettes, and you'll find them. That's all that you need to know. Well, thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes. You guys are super rad, and we continue to have the conversation.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Let's hang out tonight and party.
Yes.
Deal.
All right.